Howdy, friends. This is David Holt. And in this course, I'm going to teach you how to play the jaw harp. On this side of the tape, I'll teach you step by step how to play this wonderful instrument, and I'll show you some great old-time songs, too. On the other side, you'll hear selections from some of the world's finest jaw harp players. Now, feel free to listen to this whole side of the tape at once, but don't expect to really learn it all at one sitting. It's going to take some time, but just a few minutes every day for a few weeks, and it's time well spent. I think you're going to have a lot of fun. So let's get started. Pick up the jaw harp in your left hand, as you see in the pictures. Now, there are two ways to hold it, depending on the shape of the harp. I like to hold it the way you see in picture number 1 the best. Your thumb is in the back of the harp, and your index and middle finger are holding onto the frame. Now, inside that frame, you see a metal tongue. Make sure the tip of that metal tongue is sticking out away from you. See, is it pointing away from you? Make sure that it is. If you have a more rounded harp, like the old Smith harp you can see me playing in the photograph on the front, then you need to hold it with the index and the thumb wrapped around it. The main thing is to have a good grip on it so you can press it firmly against your teeth. But don't do that yet, though. Let's just do this first part of the lesson right together so you don't hurt yourself. Because you can hit your teeth if you're not careful, and it hurts. Hold the harp out in front of you, just right out in front of you. Now, the part that you're holding in your left hand is called the frame. The tongue is the part that moves, but I like to call that part in the middle the twanger, since that's what it does. It twangs, and so you don't get it mixed up with the tongue in your mouth when I talk about that. So that piece of spring steel there in the middle, I'm going to call the twanger. Now, the tip of the twanger is pointing away from you, right? Put your index finger on the tip and pull it towards you and let go. That means pull it towards your body. Now pull the twanger towards you and just let it go. Do you get a little sound like this? Put it up to your ear and see if you're getting that kind of a sound. Be sure you're pulling it straight back towards your body and letting go. Now you have to part your teeth so the twanger can pass between them. So put your right pointer finger between your teeth and bite down on it lightly. This is about how much you need to spread your teeth before putting the jaw harp up to them. If you want to be exact, your front teeth should be spread apart 3/8 of an inch. Now put the harp up against your teeth and hold it tightly against your front teeth. You're pushing it against your teeth with your left hand. It'll help if you do all this in front of a mirror so you can see what you're doing. Now, your teeth are spread about 3/8 of an inch, and they're resting against the beveled edge of the harp. Not directly on top of it or in front of it, but behind it on the beveled edge. Look at the diagram to see what I mean. Press the frame tightly against your teeth, and with the end of your pointer finger, pull the twanger toward you and let it go. Be sure to pull it towards your face. That way the twanger can't hit the teeth because the energy's going outwards. Did it sound like this? Make sure your own tongue is out of the way. The harp should never touch your own tongue. Just try to get a slow, steady sound. Make sure your lips are not over your teeth. The metal frame must be touching directly on your teeth. The most common problem people have at this stage is not pressing the frame hard enough against their teeth. It shouldn't rattle like this. Oh, that feels terrible, too. If you're not getting any sound, press the harp harder against your teeth with your left hand. Remember, you're not biting on it. You're just pressing it firmly against your teeth with your left hand. Be sure to pull the twanger straight back towards you. Don't push it to the side or flick it down, but pull it straight back and let it go. That'll get the spring action in the steel going. It's best if you put your teeth near the open ends of the harp. It'll be easier to play and you'll get the maximum sound. Now, if you're getting a little sound, bring your lips around the jaw harp so that they're touching the frame but not the twanger. That focuses the sound. Listen to the difference when I have my lips back and when I bring my lips around the harp. That's the only difference there, and it's a big one. You can see how I have my lips in the picture. Listen to it one more time. Here I am with my lips back. Bring my lips forward around the harp. Now also make sure you're not biting down on the frame or pressing it together with your left hand. Otherwise the twanger will hit the frame and it'll sound like this. So let's try it all again. Spread your teeth. Hold the harp up against your teeth near the open ends of the frame. Press it firmly against your teeth with your left hand. Bring your lips around the frame, pull the twanger straight back and let go. Why don't you turn off the tape and practice this until you get a good, strong sound like this.
My Friday night date wore a jacket that was so fancy it looked like a girl's. The guy who took me out Saturday wore a shirt with a ruffled collar and cuffs. I thought it was his mother's. The pants are getting tighter, the hair longer, and clothes fancier. Do boys want to be girls or what? Please tell me. I'm beginning to wonder what all this means.